So the action vlogger game is heating up pretty quick. We got the DJI Pocket 4 with the 4K 240p, and now the double lens version coming soon with no details whatsoever. We got the Ace Luna Pro Plus coming with also a dual thing. We've all seen the reviews. I have no extra information. GoPro 1-inch sensor stuff. If you're just starting today, what is the best action cam to buy?
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
You're loud, little plane. What the hell was that, Stabe? So we're on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 in warm. Little affiliate links down there below. Would I buy this starting? That's starting to come in question. If I just wanted an action cam for vlogging, scootering around, little neck mount adventures. With all the options currently available, Ace Pro 2 with its flip-up screen. Ace Pro 1 was not good, but this is acceptable. DJI, I don't hate you. From the Action 4 to 6, either one of those, pretty good. Pocket 3, still amazing. Pocket 4, even better, but worse in some ways, the color HDR stuff. And then the Insta Luna, the most intriguing one is honestly the GoPro, not the interchangeable lens one. That's a gimmick. There's really not a lot of reasons. It'd be cool to have a Voigtlander GoPro vlog, but it's stupid. You're not going to be able to focus yourself very good, and doing it for wildlife with no screen, it's like, what are we even doing? What's the Stabe going to look like? Probably not great, but if we're talking about the Pro version, Mission 1 Pro with the ultra-wide lens, my only caveat to that is I almost guarantee you we're going to have the same problem, even worse, where you're not in focus. If GoPro has a close focusing lens like we're using now, then you might have something and you fixed it, and ooh, I love the idea. I like GoPro colors. They have the slow, oh my God. Calm down. What was it? What was that? I stepped on something. A lot of bubbles started happening. I was like, something sleeping beneath the earth in the great deep. It keeps happening. Stop. Why? Why? Go back to whence you came. But to me, if I could have a 1-inch sensor GoPro that did HD 960 frames per second and 4K 240 with GoPro colors, which are usually the best of all, yeah, that would be the one. That's the one I'm most interested in. I can get by with Ace Pro 2 for the rest of my life. I just made 2 videos on vegetable police. The first one was in CC2 film sim, and then the next one was in vintage with a little wider aspect. I'm just playing around all the time whenever I make videos, and now we're in the warm with the tighter aspect, and we're always playing around. There's a lot of different looks you can get with this, which is why I love it. GoPro might not have any of that. It just might be the one GoPro look and your log, and I don't even use log on here. I'm more interested in film sims. Even on my Fuji X-H2S, it looks better when I just use like standard or classic chrome. Very happy, fun times. So you should have looks in you, and Insta has some of the best. That's why I'm curious about their Luna stuff, because if you have 1-inch sensor, DJI Pocket 3 type of camera with better looks, I prefer the look, whereas before I did not on Insta360. They were dead last place, but they fixed it with Leica's help. And so DJI has Hasselblad, but I don't think they even used their input. You didn't like the colors of the last scene, and now you love them. We're in NC now. So DJI, just side rant, how can you be so dumb as to own Hasselblad and not market any of that into your DJI Pocket 3 stuff, Pocket 4? What the hell are you thinking? Why wouldn't you have Hasselblad on the lens and then Hasselblad colors? Oh my God, like, isn't Hasselblad like better than anyone? And just none of us can afford it, and that's why we don't have it in our pathetic lives? Like, that's top of the notch. It's Hasselblad. Like, they invented the color red in 1971. This is quicksand. I'm sinking. I'm absolutely sinking. You see that. You're seeing the heels. How deep would it go? Forever? Oh my God, what is this? Holy shit, I'm gonna die. Oh, the composition today. Oh, look at it. Look at the glorious leading lines from my ears to your heart. So, they're all making interesting stuff. It actually very much depends on if the Insta360 Luna has 4K 240 and HD 480 and amazing film sims and good autofocus and all that reliability, and is the zoom worth it? I have my doubts, but like maybe it'll be good. And what are you gonna do? Like it could. Honestly, if I'm just picturing slow motion street videography, like I'm doing the vlogs and then I zoom in for compression and it's still stable and it works at 4K 240, or is there cripple hammers where it's like, oh, sorry, when you zoom, you no longer get your slow motion frame rates? I swear, if that's a thing. If the GoPro is in focus, I think you win. I don't like gimbals usually. If you just have an action cam, you're super stable and it's 1 inch and I'm in focus and you lead in slow-mo, it's like, that's the obvious choice. I think, boom, you're done. But if it's not, and there's some issue and it starts freezing and it's overheating and it's typical GoPro behavior and their stock falls just below crayons, I don't know, man. You gotta think that's GoPro's last attempt, and they're pretty much out of the industry at this point because Insta and DJI are taking over. They already have, but you never know. GoPro could last attempt, Hail Mary, get us all back. But if GoPro fails big, and it's quite likely that that's what's gonna happen, then it's up to Insta and DJI, and then who's the better company between them? Usually, like, DJI has the sharper image, but that's not what I like. So like, I prefer Insta's look where it's like more filmic and vintage and softer. That's better for me. Whereas others are like, oh, look, side by side, bro. DJI crushes you, did you know that? And it's like, you're donkeys. You literally drink spider milk for breakfast. You add it to raccoon eggs, and I can't take you serious because you don't like nice things. You're used to like, I use crayons for lipstick. I bought my wife crayons. I sleep on the couch. Like, you're fucking stupid. I can't take you serious. So you don't like nice things. Insta is the better company. They're smaller, but they're gaining steam. We're in Leica Natural. Not my favorite film sim. Sometimes it makes the skies a little Sony purple. It's not the best, but there's potential that it's somewhat normal. So it's like, action cams are in good hands, and those little gimbal machines, they're actually better if you do the slow motion stuff and you want it to be a little more cinematic. It's like a glide cam. It's perfection. It really is. It's beautiful genre, unless you live in a small town where none of that exists anymore and you're just filming seagulls. You ever seen a seagull? I prefer action cams over the gimbal stuff just because I can point at what I want and it's very exact, even though it still seems to have that like catching up gimbal state. Oh, that's a bitch. These are more rugged too, but my gimbal's fine on the Pocket 3. I've had it for like 2 years. Don't quote me on that. Don't look up the release date of the Pocket 3. It's fine. I had one time I got a grain of sand in it, in the gimbal, and like it was pointing left for a while and it would never center, but then it fell out and then everything's perfect again. And I take care of it. If you take care of your stuff and don't drop it off a building, it should last. It's not that flimsy. I've actually dropped it out of my pocket twice, 2 or 3 times, right on the floor, not protected, not in the case. It was fine. I love Insta360's face exposure. Takes a while, but it gets there. So they're all good companies. I like the big flip up screen. Even the GoPro doesn't have that. You're still with the tiny little flippy screen. You can actually see if you're exposed or not. Can't tell if you're in focus. That's a bitch. Or can I? I could be in focus. You have to admit that. was gonna do this whole vlog at 4:3 ratio, but I forgot. We have open gate. It might not be real open gate. I'm not really sure on the tech details of that, but come on. There's affiliate links for every option. Whatever you want, it's down there. So like I lean GoPro. I enjoy Insta. DJI is last place, even though they're probably the best. That's what I suggest, my friend. Go for whatever's cheaper and on sale. Try to get it used if you can. But we got Cripple Hammer links, and that helps. I'll leave. What do you think? What's the best action cam / gimbal thing? Do you like the gimbals more or action? I'll delete your comment. Subscribe for a minute or so.